Crawford, Canelo, who you got?
Crawford, Canelo. I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yeah.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should try test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down. And Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So,
Just a few days after his fight with Canelo was officially announced, Terence Crawford has started receiving warnings from many boxing professionals, urging him to cancel the fight and take a tune-up match first. One of the first to speak out was Canelo Alvarez's legendary trainer, Eddie Reynoso, who confidently predicted a knockout win for his fighter and warned Crawford about the challenge ahead.
Now, big fight September. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing against Crawford. What's your prediction?
Nos vamos a ganar por nocaut.
What round?
En el que sea, pero lo vamos a noquear esta vez.
What round did he say?
Whatever round, but they're gonna win by knockout.
Despite being the undisputed middleweight champion, Canelo Alvarez's underwhelming performance against William Skull in early May raised concerns about his current form. Even so, his trainer Eddie Reynoso remains confident and believes that Canelo will knock Terence Crawford out. In an interview with Ali Sekbak of ES News, Reynoso firmly stated that a knockout is inevitable, saying, "We're going to win by knockout." When asked which round the knockout would happen, he refused to give a specific answer but added, "Whatever round it is, we're going to knock him out this time."
Es un tremendo peleador. Crawford es un gran boxeador, muy completo, pero ese día van a ver otro Canelo. He's a great fighter. Crawford's a great fighter, but that day he's facing Canelo.
That is true. Thank you, Eddie. Congratulations on the big win. Undisputed again.
Acknowledging Crawford's talent, Eddie Reynoso admitted that Crawford is a tremendous fighter, very complete, but added that fans will see a different version of Canelo on fight night. With this statement, Reynoso brushed aside concerns about Canelo's lackluster performance against William Skull, where critics noted his unusually low punch output. Even Canelo himself called the fight boring, having thrown just 152 punches compared to Skull's 293. Looking ahead to his clash with Crawford, Canelo said, "I hope September brings a different kind of fight." While Reynoso remains confident, some experts believe Crawford has a real chance to win. Former trainer Jeff Mayweather.
Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistake.
Trainer Derek Bozzy Ennis echoed the same view, saying that if Terence Crawford can frustrate Canelo and control the pace of the fight, he could pull off an upset victory. While predicting a clear winner remains tough, one thing is certain. If the fight lives up to the hype, the real winners will be the fans. However, not everyone is excited about the matchup. Former WBA super lightweight champion Rolando Raleigh
done in a very long time.
Careful now. You are picking him to beat Bud, right?
Yeah, I'm picking him to beat Bud, but that doesn't mean anything.
But you're right. You're right. Like, what is he? I mean,
Romero didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on Canelo's upcoming fight and his opponent, Terence Crawford. Speaking on the Pound for Pound podcast, he quickly grouped Crawford with Devin Haney, implying both are out of their depth at higher weight classes. When asked about the 37-year-old Crawford's chances against Canelo, Romero confidently responded, "They have weight divisions for a reason," making it clear he sides with Canelo. However, when co-host Henry Cejudo challenged him by bringing up Manny Pacquiao's historic success across 8 weight divisions.
Fight ever. But I will tell you this, it's not a fight I truly care about. Crawford's not really entertaining, so I don't really care about who he fights. But I will tell you like this, he's a tremendous fighter. He's a great fighter, but he's not really entertaining outside the ring. There's nothing that makes me want to be like, I can't wait to see the next Terrence Crawford.
Manny Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once, Romero argued, pointing to Terrence Crawford's leap from welterweight to super middleweight. However, there's a flaw in Romero's claim, because the Filipino legend did make a similar jump early in his career. After his second professional loss to Bunchai Sangsurat, Pacquiao moved up 3 divisions, going from flyweight to super bantamweight. He captured the WBC International Super Bantamweight title in December.
They have weight divisions for a reason, right or wrong?
Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Okay.
What's your take on Manny?
Pacquiao didn't move up 3 weight divisions at once.
Okay.
Fight a pound for pound fighter.
Okay, so Canelo's got it. How does Canelo get it done?
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest.
I don't know, man. It might be the boringest fight ever. It might be the best fight ever, Romero said, admitting his uncertainty about how the matchup will turn out. He explained that he doesn't usually care much for Crawford's fights, claiming they lack entertainment value. Still, Romero acknowledged Crawford's raw boxing skill and talent. It's worth noting that Canelo's recent fight against William Skull revealed some weaknesses. He's no longer as quick on his feet and struggles to cut off the ring as effectively as before. These are flaws that Crawford, with his slick and elusive style, could potentially exploit.
Like Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much? Took your coffee.
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing.
Rolando. Rolly Romero isn't interested in fighting Devin Haney anytime soon, saying the former undisputed champion doesn't bring enough excitement or star power to make the matchup worthwhile. Fresh off his surprising victory over Ryan Garcia in Times Square, Romero told TMZ Sports that Haney simply doesn't move the needle. Haney wasn't a big fighter to begin with, Romero said. He wasn't a big fighter when he fought Ryan, and he's definitely not a big fighter after he...
Canelo lost a lot of fans this weekend. He's the first Mexican I've ever seen that doesn't know how to cut off the ring.
Benavidez fights entertaining. Oh, dude, that's a Mexican monster. Ooh, they call him the Mexican monster because everybody's scared of him.
So, tell me quickly, are you excited to see anyone fight Devin Haney? Instead, Romero seems more interested in a rematch with Gervonta Davis, saying Davis is a completely different fighter since their 2022 clash. For now, Romero is enjoying the high of his career-defining win, but is still waiting to celebrate properly. That said, Canelo Alvarez still has supporters despite his recent performance against William Skull earlier this month. But do you agree with Romero's view that Terrence Crawford is boring? Ryan Garcia has already made his opinion clear about a potential fight between Canelo Alvarez.
What about Canelo and Crawford? What do you think?
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason.
Last question, Ali.
In a recent interview, Garcia, known for his controversial remarks, called Crawford an overhyped bum and insisted that Alvarez would win if they fought. Speaking to Seichi's TV, Garcia didn't hold back, accusing Crawford of being a boring fighter who doesn't deserve the attention he gets and claiming that he's simply stealing boxing's money.
Beat nobody other than Errol Spence Jr. that went through a car crash. Name one guy that he beat other than Errol Spence. That's well known. Sean Porter, that was washed. Who has he beat? He hasn't beat nobody, bro. He's not gonna beat nobody, bro. Terrence Crawford is all right, bro. Terrence Crawford is not no, he ain't like that, bro. Terrence Crawford is an overhyped bum, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta say it. You're an overhyped bum, bro.
The young fighter, who is currently serving a doping ban, even went as far as to challenge Crawford, saying, "Come see me in the ring if you think I'm just talking." Garcia's remarks were especially bold considering his ongoing suspension and the controversy over his failed drug test earlier this year. Unsurprisingly, Garcia was clear and firm in his opinion, even calling out,
Do it anytime.
You think you can see Crawford?
I can definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? I've seen many fighters like him too. He's not that good, bro. He gets hit a lot, bro. He gets wobbled, hit, bro. He's not untouchable, bro. You act like he's Mayweather. He ain't Mayweather, bro. I don't think that he's not a great fighter, but I don't think he's as good as people. You know, not Tommy Hearns. You can't do that because he's not like that, bro. He hasn't fought nobody that has firepower like him.
Who would win, him or Boots?
I like Boots, in my opinion. I mean, I like Boots. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented and young and fast. I haven't even seen him fight somebody talented, young and fast. Can you name?
Terrence Crawford is not like that, Garcia told Seichi TV. Terrence Crawford is an overhyped bum. I'm sorry, but somebody has got to say it. You're an overhyped bum. I'm looking at the camera right now. You freaking suck, bro. Stop acting like you're something else. Stop stealing boxing's money and wasting everybody's, time. You're not entertaining. You're boring as hell. Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking nonsense. I can do it any time, bro. Despite these harsh words, Garcia remains confident.
Terrence Crawford. Why Terrence Crawford?
I don't think he's as good as people say he is. I mean, you could debate me on that. I think I'm a better fighter, faster, stronger. I'm in my prime. He didn't look good his last fight. I can fight him at 154 if he wants it.
So you truly think that Terrence Crawford's overrated?
I was one of the best fighters in the amateurs, bro, and so was he, Garcia said. I've seen many fighters like him. I don't care if he can take away my left hook. I can find a way to get to him. He's not that good. He gets hit a lot. He gets wobbled. He's not untouchable. If a fight between Garcia and Crawford does happen, it would almost certainly be at a catchweight. Right now, Garcia's focus is on Terrence Crawford, who has been looking for a fight with Canelo.
Well, he's never lost, but you think he doesn't have any quality wins?
I don't think he's ever fought a generational talent ever in his life.
Well, and you're that guy.
Of course.
You think you're the first guy to give Terrence Crawford his first loss?
Ryan Garcia claims he has already reached out to Bud Crawford to request a fight, aiming to prove that Crawford isn't as good as people think, while teasing him with the chance of a big payday. As for Bud Crawford, I already called him. I think he's just trying to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but I don't think that's going to happen, Garcia said. Have you ever fought someone who has one-punch knockout power? No? That's why I think Bud Crawford is overrated. I'd love to fight Bud. I don't think he's as good as people say. If Bud is listening, I'd like to fight you. I'd give you a beating, he stated.
Canelo. Back to Canelo. Would you rather see him fight a Terrence Crawford or Benavidez?
We were talking about Terrence. Who?
Well, you know, the casual fan, they don't care about weight classes. They just know the names. Crawford, Canelo. They want to see it.
Crawford cares about his life. And with that fight, what do that fight do for Canelo? Fighting Crawford, and Crawford beats Canelo. What do that do for Canelo? I just think that there are so many other fights to make.
King Ryan left the decision about the fight up to Crawford, but made it clear that if the undefeated champion accepts, he would earn a significant payday. If he doesn't want it, it's not my fault. He's boring as hell, but I'd probably give him the biggest paycheck of his life if he takes the fight, Garcia stated. Meanwhile, Roy Jones, one of the most dominant boxers of his era, remains invested in the careers of the new generation of stars. Among them, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez stand out as two of today's best pound-for-pound fighters. The idea of a potential matchup between the two has captured the imagination of boxing fans worldwide.